6:45. This is the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation. Here is the news edited by Lal Mallavarachi and read by J. Yogaraj. First, the headlines. The President instructs the officials to celebrate the 75th Independence Day with a minimum cost. The IMF says that Sri Lanka has completed all requirements for the IMF relief package. Over 48,250 students have passed the scholarship exam. 20,000 are eligible to apply for bursaries. The National Election Commission refutes rumors being spread that members are to resign. Employment opportunities will be provided to 200,000 Sri Lankan workers in Saudi Arabia this year. The news overseas, 9 Palestinians killed in Israel raid in Jenin. In sports, Mohammad Siraj of India becomes the world number 1 bowler in the men's ODI rankings. And those are the headlines. President Ranil Wickremesinghe instructs the officials to take the necessary steps to celebrate the 75th Independence Day in a proud manner at a minimum cost. It is the responsibility of the political authority as well as the officials to pay attention to the current financial situation of the country while estimating the necessary expenses and spending them in practice. The President is also informed to reduce expenses accordingly. A pre-discussion was held at the President's office under the chairmanship of President Ranil Wickremesinghe regarding the implementation of the Independence Day celebrations as proudly at minimum cost. The President requested that the people's protest regarding the money allocated for the Independence Day celebration should be paid attention also. Dr. Krishnamurthy Subramaniam, Executive Director, India of International Monetary Fund, says Sri Lanka has completed all the requirements to meet for the IMF relief package. Dr. Subramaniam, who called on Prime Minister Dinesh Gunawardena at the Prime Minister's office in Colombo yesterday, said almost all the requirements for the IMF relief package for Sri Lanka have been completed, and the moment the final assurances from major lending countries is completed, the process would be finalized. Dr. Krishnamurthy Subramaniam said the political will displayed by the Sri Lankan leadership to speed up reforms and implement difficult tax increases in order to revive the economy is highly appreciated. The Prime Minister briefed the IMF delegation about the steps taken by the government to face the unprecedented economic challenges faced by the country and to enhance agricultural produce to meet local demand and also for export. This news comes to you from Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation. The Education Ministry says that out of 329,668 students who sat for the 2022 Grade 5 scholarship exam, 48,257 students have passed the exam. Examination Commissioner General Amit Jayasundara said that this group is eligible to apply for other schools and receive bursaries. 20,000 scholarship winners are expected to be offered bursaries this year. He said that 198 is the highest mark obtained in the scholarship examination this year, and that the students who require a re-scrutiny of Grade 5 scholarship examination results can submit appeals for that until the 28th February. The Commission requests the parents and the guardians not to push unnecessary pressure on children regarding the results they have received. Chairman of the National Election Commission, Attorney Nimal Punchihe has refuted rumors being spread that he and the other members are planning to resign from NEC. All such reports are utterly false, he said. All preparations are being finalized to hold the local government election. The resignation of one member of the Election Commission does not affect the Commission's ability to hold the election, he added. The Commonwealth Secretary-General, Patricia Scotland, is scheduled to arrive in the island next week for a 5-day visit. On an invitation extended by President Ranil Wickremesinghe, Scotland will attend the 75th Islands Independence Day celebration on February 4th. According to the Commonwealth Secretariat, during a stay, Scotland is expected to engage in discussions with top state officials, including President Ranil Wickremesinghe, during a stay. The Commonwealth chief will be in Sri Lanka from February 1st to 5th. That's local news.
The main news story is brought to you by Siddhalepa Vedamahatmya.
The President emphasizes the significance of expanding the opportunities available in the fields of technology, education and training in the country. He expressed this view at a discussion held regarding the International Conference and Exhibition on a New Digital Economy at the Presidential Secretariat. New technology should be introduced to the industrial section of the island. The government intends to make Sri Lanka an export hub. International standard practices will be introduced to the local industries. And that came to you in Top News.
The main news story was brought to you by Siddhalepa Vedamahatmya.
Brush your teeth twice a day for healthy teeth and gums. Supiriviki and Kakulu, your trusted brands in oral care for many years.
Supiriviki Ayurvedic toothpaste for adults. Kakulu Ayurvedic toothpaste for kids. 9 Ayurvedic ingredients of Supiriviki will protect your teeth and strengthen your gums. Supiriviki and Kakulu, products from Siddhalepa.
In Washlight, the Foreign Employment Bureau has taken measures to extend the 15-day training course for women going abroad for the first time for the position of a domestic housekeeping assistant to 28 days from February 1st this year with NVQ3 level. Accordingly, 25 days of a theoretical and practical training are provided and 3 days are reserved for national vocational qualification evaluation activities. And that came to you in Washlight.
Coming up, world news.
First, the headlines: 9 Palestinians killed in Israeli raid in Jenin. Opium production in Myanmar surges to 9-year high. Space rock to pass the Earth closer than some satellites. And those are the headlines of world news. 9 Palestinians have been killed during an Israeli military raid in the occupied West Bank, the deadliest in years, Palestinian officials said. A woman aged 60 years was reported among the dead in the flashpoint town of Jenin. The Israeli military said its troops went in to arrest Islamic Jihad militants in planning major attacks. The Palestinian presidency accused Israel of a massacre in Jenin, which has been the scene of repeated raids in recent months. The production of opium increased sharply in Myanmar, rising the 9-year high according to the UN. It touched nearly 795 metric tons in 2022, nearly double the production in 2021, 423 metric tons. The year of the military coup. The UN believes this is driven by economic hardship and insecurity, along and higher global prices for the opium resin that is used to make heroin. You definitely should not panic, but there is a big asteroid about to pass by Earth in the coming hours. About the size of a minibus, the space rock, known as 2023 BU, will whip over the southern tip of South America just after midnight GMT. With the closest expected approach of 3,600 kilometers, it counts as a close shave, and it illustrates how there are still asteroids of a significant size lurking near the Earth that remain to be detected. And that's world news. Development news. Minister Manusha Nanekara says that the employment opportunities will be provided to around 200,000 workers in Saudi Arabia this year. After a meeting with the Saudi Arabian ambassador to Sri Lanka, Khalid bin Hamad Nazar, recently, the minister said the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia is willing to facilitate up to 200,000 workers in 2023. And that came to you in Development News.
Sports News is brought to you by Sampath Bank, we present your future.
Mohammad Siraj has become the world number one bowler in the men's ODI rankings for the first time, replacing Trent Boult at the top after India swept New Zealand 3-0 at home. Shubman Gill, meanwhile, he has moved up to 20 spots to number 6 on the batters table, one place above Virat Kohli, after scoring 360 runs in the 3 ODIs against New Zealand, including a double century and a century. Siraj was third on the wicket-takers table for the series against New Zealand after picking up 5 wickets in 2 games behind Shardul Thakur and Kuldeep Yadav, who both had 6 strikes, but that haul made it 14 wickets in 5 ODIs, with the 3 games against Sri Lanka in the earlier series added, and contributed to his rise past Boult, who did not travel to India and last played ODI cricket in September last year. Boult is currently in third place with Josh Hazlewood at number 2. And that came to you in sports.
Go ekathiana youth ekata life eke change ekata niyameta set wenna as wahagena dakapu hina habe karanna youth ekata niyameta set wenna friendship eka menna.
The all-new NSB Ithru account, NSB IAM, a plan for your dream.
Business News, sponsored by National Savings Bank, the safest place for your money.
The Sri Lankan Convention Bureau and Sri Lankan Airlines, together in partnership under the aegis of Tourism and Lands, recently announced the official launch of MICE Expo 2023. The aim of this program is to promote Sri Lanka as a perfect destination for meetings, incentive travels, conferences and exhibitions. The event will take place from 13th to 15th of March 2023 at Shangri-La, Colombo, hosting over 100 participants from Southeast Asia, the Middle East and Europe. And that was Business News.
Business News, sponsored by National Savings Bank, the safest place for your money.
Go ekathiana youth ekata life eke change ekata niyameta set wenna as wahagena dakapu hina habe karanna youth ekata niyameta set wenna friendship eka menna.
The all-new NSB Ithru account, NSB IAM, a plan for your dream.
Economic news, courtesy of... For the 5th consecutive year, LOLC is awarded People's Financial Services Brand of the Year at the 2022 Slim Kantar People's Awards. As the People's Financial Services Brand of the Year, LOLC continues to place the customer first, and this has won the hearts, minds and trust of Sri Lankans, with yet another prestigious award as proof of this lasting commitment. LOLC. Imagine the possibilities.
Consumer confidence in Sri Lanka dropped in December 2022 across a series of indices developed by an independent research center, despite gains in November and ongoing easing of inflation, which is on a steep downward trend. The Institute for Health Policy, the organization that developed the indices, said in a statement on Wednesday, January 25th, that consumer confidence remains confident or powerful, with future expectations declining once more in December. And that was economic news.
LOLC Finance is taking the power of innovation to the next level, winning 5 golds at the Technovation Awards 2022, leading the digital revolution with cutting-edge interbanking digital payments. LOLC Finance claims the overall gold award, whilst also claiming an extraordinary victory in digital banking.
Weather report. The Met Department forecasts showers at times will occur in eastern and Uva provinces and in Matale district. Several spells of showers are likely in Hambantota and Polonnaruwa districts. Showers or thundershowers will occur at several places in western and Sabaragamuwa provinces and in Kandy, Nuwara, Galle and Mathura districts during the afternoon or night. And that was the weather report. To wind up this news broadcast, let's look at the main points once again. The President instructs officials to celebrate the 75th Independence Day at a minimum cost. The IMF says that Sri Lanka has completed all the requirements for the IMF relief package. Over 48,250 students have passed the scholarship exam. 20,000 are eligible to apply for bursaries. The National Election Commission refused rumours being spread that members are to resign. Employment opportunities will be provided to 200,000 Sri Lankan workers in Saudi Arabia this year. And with that, we conclude this morning news podcast of Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation.